Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DAC C qualifier. This is TNC versus Mineski, game 2 of a best of 3 series. And TNC is up 1 game. And not only are they up 1 game, they do have one of their best combos. It is going to be the Sam H Darkseer plus the Tim's Slaughter. Is Mineski already in a lot of trouble?
This is one of those situations where just like, alright, Raven's Lone Druid was just absolutely insane. Let's just get rid of it and not deal with it. And then, like you said, now you have to deal with that Sam H Darkseer and the Tim Slaughter combo. It's just like this. These are some of the picks that just makes it look like, well, game looks like it's over for whoever TNC are up against. Like, this is gonna be an easy game for TNC whenever they have these heroes.
Yeah, not only that, Rubik as a secondary support is gonna be super weak against this kind of divey, very strong run at you combination. Luna does help, gives Rubik a couple of right click. It would not surprise me if Mineski just dodged the lane altogether and just go top. And just put R and say good luck.
I feel like that in itself is also a very risky move.
Okay.
But like, it's definitely doable. It's not a decision you make right away. But definitely something you can consider later in the drafting phase.
And they
maybe after like the 4th pick.
They pick up the silencer themselves. Okay. Meow Crystal Maiden's gonna get selected. That's gonna be Rior's hero. Now we still don't know whether this is silencer support or not, but
Well, not hard to say anymore.
Yep.
Easy to say it's support. I think Luna, Rubik, and Silencer are actually enough to deal with the Sword Art Darkseer.
I agree as well.
Silencer is one of those heroes surprisingly very, very strong as a support with just like, I would like to say Glaive and Last Word as the first 2 spells, but maybe we'll see Arcane Curse and Last Word.
I think depending how many heroes you see in the lane, right? If there's 2 heroes in the lane, I clearly like Arcane Curse, just like as a harassing tool.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Well, remember that matchup yesterday where we saw Tinker versus Ember? Cuckoo was playing the Ember in that game, and he had to deliver himself 4 salves. How many salves would you reckon Jay is gonna need on the Ember Pyramid?
Hopefully no more than 2. I think it was a very long series of unfortunate events that caused Cuckoo to use so many salves. Such as getting rocketed twice, I think.
Yeah, he kept using it right under the Tinker Vision, and like, no, not like this. Salves constantly got cancelled.
Yep, but you have to remember, like, Ember is the kind of hero where you just need you need your level 6 and then just TP into a lane and triple remnant someone. Easy comeback.
Is it as easy as that?
No, definitely not, but you get the idea.
Alright, we got a Weaver final pick for Raven. And an Axe for RR, so pretty standard heroes as well as lanes. I mean, apart from the whole Sam H Tim's combo on the bottom lane, like, pretend that's not the case. Like, we're just looking at the draft. Would you favor one team over another?
I would definitely still favor TNC, for sure.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, because I think that CM and Weaver are actually more than enough to deal with an Axe. I don't think there's any way Axe is going to beat that lane.
Okay.
And like you said, Slaughter Darkseer, very powerful combination. I think just by staying in the bottom lane together, they might not get as much as they would like, but they can definitely pin down both of the supports. And then, like, you know how that Tinker Ember Spirit matchup goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can, I think it's safe to mark that off as a wand lane for Tinker as well. So
you're just leaning onto TNC's draft mostly because for the first 10 minutes, they should be able to win every single lane.
Right.
Okay.
At least, I wouldn't say every single lane, but at least 2 of them.
Or at least...
And then you go into the mid game, and then it's the Darkseer, the Sam H Darkseer and Tim's Slaughter show.
Yeah. And the problem with the mid matchup in particular is that because Shay's going to have such tough time, it might force Jules or Ninja Boogie to rotate away. And then suddenly that frees up the Slaughter and Darkseer lane to play more aggressive. So I think overall, because TNC has such a strong laning advantage just based on the hero alone, I think that's really going to force Mineski's hand. They have to play extremely well in the lane just so that they don't fall too far behind.
I also don't feel too confident with the kind of setup you have with the Silencer on Mineski's side.
Okay.
it's just I think more often than not it's going to be used as a counter initiation tool rather than a initiation tool.
Okay.
Toilet. The classic toilet break right as the game starts.
Not for during the 5-minute break time that we had. Not even during the draft.
You gotta be there for the draft.
Not during the first pause that, Silencer did. Second pause.
Oh, hurry, please. Admin isn't happy with this. Actually, I think to be fair, I don't think Axe is the only one who can start its fight off. I think Ember Spirit is actually more than enough to get things going. Just searing chains.
That was a super fast
global
toilet break. Sorry, I know you're talking about strat. My more important question is, do you think he washed his hands?
I think all he did was wash his hands.
So he went to the toilet to wash his hands. Yeah.
I think they're just washing their hands or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they were eating during the draft or something like that, and then one of them just needed to wash their hands.
Who knows?
Because that was way too fast for any kind of business in the bathroom.
All right. Well, we'll let the viewers decide whether hands are washed or not. We have Mineski hovering over the runes here. Looks like they're conceding the bottom rune. They better get one in return, or looks like TNC might start with 3 runes. It looks like that's going to be the case.
And away we go.
Mineski.
It's all right. Just 100 gold.
Just 100 gold. Well, 200 is the gap, right? One team gets it from the other.
Well, let's see how this tri-lane works out. Oh, this is a really early rotation from Tim's and Reorg.
Yeah, I don't think Jay is going to expect this. And keep in mind, he already has a disadvantaged matchup. Are they going to snipe the courier? Reorg's coming back in. I don't think he expects this at all. Tim's is going to rotate in, and suddenly Jay needs to run up. Oh, he does not see the high ground. Because of the block on the side of Cuckoo is much better. And now, body block here from Tim's. He's going to eat a little bit of tower shot.
Just want a laser.
Yep, and that's first blood.
Gotta save it for the KS. Now your Tinker, what is already like arguably a super easy lane for the Tinker, it's just that much easier, giving him first blood.
Sam H might be in a little bit of trouble here. He gets lifted back here. The right clicks are fast and furious. He's gonna shred up TP out. No beams to cancel it, and Sam H gonna make it home.
What a player!
What a calculation, man.
It seems to be getting more and more popular, just picking up the early TP in case something like this happens.
Sure. I mean, it does delay use for like boots or whatever, but I don't think for a Darkster that matters too much.
All right. So far, TNC off to a really good start. I think Weaver actually alone is more than enough to deal with an Axe, and CM is just free to jungle up, get the levels going, and get some farm.
Maybe without the CM here, like RR could play a little bit more aggressive. He gets to walk up and aggro the creeps. Sure, he's going to take a lot of damage in doing so, but he also farms very quickly. And I think getting to like level 3 or 5 is very critical for him to do better in this lane.
I think more importantly is just you kind of want to get the regen item so that the lane is much easier.
Oh, look at that call though. Big. Yo, the spin, one more. Could have actually had some magic.
One spin.
Yeah, could have had magic.
Be careful here now.
Raven. You can see R is actually doing like okay, but here comes the Crystal Maiden. No Nova, so. Yo, Crystal Maiden, so slow. It's gonna frostbite the creep and it's gonna get denied. Oh my god, Reorg. Today we have only seen CM getting wrecked. Alright, how are you doing?
That was very surprising to see Raven get out of position like that.
I just don't think he expected the call to happen, but it did. Swarm's gonna fly out here. Nova, they're in the tree here, and he could probably call, but...
I think this is an easy kill.
Okay, he needs to get some spin, but the frostbite... No spins, man. No luck. Ooh, mid lane Jay.
I'm actually...
able to dodge a rocket with his sleight of fist.
I was actually really surprised that Reorg just kept right-clicking him, even after the call.
Yeah.
Imagine if he did get 2 spins off. How would you feel if that happened?
I mean, Reorg says, dude, bad luck for you. Not my problem. Trying to get the kill for the team.
Raven TPs to the shrine. Oh, this is some sick carry efficiency.
Yo, dude, he's back instantly. It's okay. Sakuchi. Is it Shukuchi or? Is this a SH in there?
Oh, mid lane.
Okay, the slide, trying to give him a little bit of assistance, but it's not going to be enough. Nice toss back for a stun, but let's see if they're going to get any kills on the way out. They're pinning out Ninja Boogie. They want him dead. Meanwhile, Jules going for the kill. Nice verifier. He's going to be fine. Tim's getting off a 2-man stun. Jules is going to be dead. Ninja Boogie's going to be fine, I think.
Oh, laser's up in 3.
1.
You might go down here.
Okay, now the TP back in here from Jay, but no mana, no cooldown, sorry, for his slight. So the rotation from TNC once again picks up. Oh, wait, Jay. He does have flight now.
No, that's going to be the end of it.
Oh, also Raven finds a solo kill up top. Well, you said the lanes are going to go well, but I don't think we both expected to go this well.
Yeah, I can agree with that. 5 kills in, or 5 kills in 4 minutes.
Yep.
It's definitely really good for them. And look at this bottom lane. Samich is just doing whatever he wants.
Yeah, Luna's...
Seems like for the most part, TNC are actually able to do whatever they want.
Luna's being bullied out by Darkseer. Like, when does that actually happen?
Seems like now is the answer.
Raven has a clarity going, interestingly. Interesting him to see him even buy clarity because there's a CM on the field, but it's fine. You know how Mineski need to do to make a comeback? They need to 2-man gank Axe. Axe gets a call and just gets a double kill on the way back. Like, I feel like they need something like that to make a comeback.
Oh, bottom lane. Tim's is running in very aggressively.
Yeah.
Ninja Boogie has to be careful here. He might be going down.
Oh, Jay's coming in though. He doesn't have the triple remnant yet. Nice chain here. That's gonna be 1 kill. Darkseer really going in for Ninja Boogie. Ninja Boogie will die, but yeah, the TP out by Savage. What a stylish kill. Just runs under you with Surge and straight up TP. Where are you at, bruh?
I mean, this is why we praise his Darkseer so much.
Yeah.
That was honestly such a funny kill.
Well, we got a Helm of Dominator coming out here from Miracle. And now the attention's up on the top lane for RR. RR did have a Vanguard queued up earlier, but now he's gonna go back for the Tranquil Boots.
He's not having a very great time to justify that purchase so early.
Yeah.
I think even if he picked up the Ring of Health, his health pool is not going to be like very good.
Oh, RR in a lot of
Diving
trouble.
him again up top.
Berserker's Call's gonna get
That's
2. Tim's is gonna get an easy crush, and this should be some easy right click. So now Raven's on a killing spree.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
And he is going to go for Lincoln's first.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Oh, bottom lane.
Alright.
Going off Sam H.
Nice stun here by Miracle with a Centaur, and I do believe the Surge
Radiant's top tower.
is all ran out. They need vision for beam here. And oh, the Sam H Shook, he's fine. And now there's a creep chasing on Ninja Boogie. The Surge on the creep. In fact, the creeps are being blocked though. Now Cuckoo's gonna come in as well. Sleight of Fist doing a little bit of work here. Cuckoo might be in a
There's
lot
triple
of trouble.
remnant. I think Kuku is definitely dead. There's triple remnant.
Okay, there is a remnant coming in.
Oh my goodness! Why are there such a clump of random stuff here? Look at this creep wave.
Yeah, because they was chasing the Rubik down the river. Oh, Reorb. Frostbite! Gonna cancel that TP against Ninja Boogie. But he should be fine.
I think Rear actually would have killed him if he had. Oh,
Wait.
he's rotating in. Is he gonna get this?
Second
he has enough mana
Frostbite.
to lift.
Yo!
Oh. There's no shrine.
Just right click him.
Yeah, I think he's gonna die.
Wait! He's silenced! He's fine! And now it turns around the other way. Tims needs to run. Alright, Jill's chasing for it. Meanwhile, on the back line, I heard
Sam H?
Yep, Sam H is
Getting
gonna go
purged
down.
to death.
Yeah. This creep, man.
Radiant's
Satyr Banisher.
pretty sight right now.
And no eclipse needed.
Yep. No, come to think of it, I have not seen Miracle play Luna all that often.
It's one of the heroes he's been playing for a very long time. It's like one of the carry heroes he enjoys playing, I have to assume.
Okay. Generally, like I think he plays more of like the more high action hero, right? Like I think this is more like the farm oriented stuff.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I think he's actually more suited for the farming heroes.
I know he had the whole Naga phase, but like lately he hasn't been playing too much of that.
Oh, there's a very good reason for that. It's because he never gets to. It's always banned out.
That's true. First phase man this game.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
But yeah, I was gonna say like his strengths as a carry player is to play those illusion heavy heroes. So
Okay.
there's like TB is one of his stronger carry heroes, and then like you said, Naga and Luna to some extent is also kind of like a illusion hero, I guess.
Well, everybody could be illusion hero nowadays when you buy that HOD. If you want to
buy it,
micro, you can micro. Well, we have Tinker BOT online. We're not even 10 minutes in, guys. He is farming extremely well.
Alright, Cuckoo has the Boots of Travel up already. Man, Raven is just free farming. Just totally uncontested. No one can even stop him.
Yeah. We do see this casual Perseverance into the Dragonlance again. Seems like most players really prefer the Perseverance for the... I think the mana regen in particular. But now here comes another gank party, being led by Rior and Tims.
Oh, they get scanned out though.
Yeah. Well, R is gonna actually run in.
Both teams have an observer ward. They're trying to break it.
Okay,
Oh,
Tims.
they're gonna run into Jules.
Oh, but there's a TP coming back in. The question is, can they kill Jules fast enough? Rior? They don't want Rior? Okay, they do want Rior. Rior's gonna be the first one to go down with the rocket. Jules taking a ton of damage. Crystal Maiden trying to get the right click in, and he is gonna get it. Here comes Raven though. Can they actually stun him? No, the rocket's gonna come through from the backline. Raven, like you said, doing whatever he wants whenever he wants. There's a hasteman being picked up by RR. Berserker's call? Ooh, that's gonna be late. Meanwhile, Tower has gone down to Cuckoo. Ooh, oh, Cuckoo!
Oh, he cancels.
Yo, he's gonna get called here. And
But
should
is
be
there
a
gonna be enough?
chain? It should be. Triple remnant into a dunk. Okay, now a retreat. Get themselves out of there. The movement speed buff is gonna be ended very soon. Tim should be able to catch back up. Okay, the chain's gonna be there. He needs to slight dodge attack. He does. No! It still follows. Jules is gonna get chased down by Raven, I believe. Oh my god, look at
That
these
damage.
Guess what's
But he can't actually continue.
Surge. Gonna get purged. But no Eclipse. I do believe Miracle's used one and maybe somebody just TP'd away. Not sure. I thought the Silent Fist would dodge you, but I guess it does not destroy physical attacks.
It doesn't. I don't think it actually disjoints.
Anything?
No, actually, it does.
It has
does,
to.
but
It
it
has
would
to
have
hit
to
you.
travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really difficult to try to dodge that. It's really easy if there's like a ton of targets for you to hit, but he only Sight of Fisted like 2 creeps or something
Just
like that.
Weaver, I think. Yeah. Well, at the very least, Ninja Boogie has Sakuchi stolen, so we'll have a easier time. But I think the ultimate thing that they're waiting for is R Blink, which she is very close.
Yeah, actually, very surprised to see him have this much.
He did get like 1 or 2 dunk kills, so that helps.
Well, let's see the overall net worth. TNC 3k ahead. Not too surprised. I actually thought it would be a little bit more, but they did give up a couple of kills here and there.
Yeah, honestly, it's not so bad for Mineski considering their start. It was 0 to 5 at one point, right?
Yeah.
Here we go, Tinker. Oh, the call missing, but they will lift them up regardless, and this should be a quick kill on Tinker. They dunk and they retreat. The rest of the team, though, it looks like they do not choose to go for a backstab play. Instead, they're going to go for J. The question is, does Slaughter have Blink? He doesn't. Oh, nice global. Okay, being used defensively. And now, are they still diving for this kill?
Can't do nothing about
Just wants the
dire
vision.
structures right
Gets
now.
up that Amplify.
Dire's
Or sorry,
mid-towers
Corrosive
have
Haze.
technical
Raven coming right back in. He has Sakuchi, so he's not too afraid about this.
No Ring of Aquila for miracles, so
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
none of that sweet armor boost you would like to have in the early game.
Yeah, pretty nice stuff against the Slaughter as well as the Wheel.
I'm actually kind of surprised there isn't one. Oh, Ninja Boogie, did he catch out Tim's?
Yeah, there's a lift.
Yeah, here comes the lift.
Chain is
Easy
gonna be
kill.
there. Beam's gonna be there. That's gonna be one kill, but it's not over just yet. Nice back wall combo. Luna illusions. Well, actually, the Luna beam's hitting nothing but illusions. Raven's gonna
this
pick up the
wall
kill.
is just owning them.
Yep, Ninja Boogie steals the Crystal Maiden ultimate, but I'm not sure whether he wants to be there because he doesn't have he doesn't have mana for that ultimate, and now he's gonna go down after I have lost Sakuchi. They just lose 3. That clips. I don't think it hit a single hero. Raven coming from the bot line. Oh, this is kind of hard. Okay, it's not mana. RR. Wow, he really wants you. Is he gonna get jewels? Oh, the evade, the one-hit evade. Easy. And the rocket lost vision because the bug died.
That Darkseer wall just owned them completely. Like you said, I don't think that Eclipse hit anyone. It was just illusions, and
Yep.
the worst part about it was it just kept killing off the illusions, and they kept getting slowed by the wall, making a new one.
Huh, I didn't even think about that aspect of it. Yeah.
Because the wall was positioned horizontally, and he was running to the left, so he was pretty much running through the wall as following as a line.
Jay working hard for the kill, but the BOT movement speed will take Cuckoo out. I mean, he triple Remnant in, and then he got blinded, and then his Flame Guard ran out because of the rocket. And then Ember realized, oh, I actually don't have anything left. I don't think he veiled though, did he? Pretty sure
I'm
he
not
did
sure.
not.
I didn't actually catch a glimpse of it.
Yeah, his veil was on cooldown towards the end of the fight, so I assume he didn't veil. It's kind of a mistake.
Who almost has that blink dagger. It's going to make it that much more difficult for them to catch out this Tinker. It's very reliant on this Ember to do all the Tinker slaying.
Right. Which he can, even with the blink.
Dyer's mid tower.
Especially.
But I think, like, overall, how this game's been going, I think TNC are perfectly happy with just slowing down the game.
Sure.
'Cause I think their late game is just going to be too much for Mineski to deal with.
Our smoke breaks, Jill smoke breaks here, and now they need to go back for some D ward. So often in this stage of game, you do see a Luna leading the team and gripping him and pushing, but I just don't think that's on the table, especially now that Cuckoo gets to do what he's doing right now.
Yeah, it's just the classic Tinker gameplay. Having to deal with this spam makes it really difficult to take any kind of objectives.
Alright, we're
They
gonna see
because of this.
a big wraparound TNC. You're gonna have Crystal Maiden leading the charge. They have a double damage on Raven. And Miracle's gonna farm discount. Oh, this is gonna be so terrible. Can they actually get our blinks away? Global silence to cover the retreat. And kind of like what you predicted during the drafting phase, this is really a defensive silencer. More than anything else.
And this is like pretty scary for Mineski. They don't have global for 2 minutes. This gives the TNC a lot of space to do whatever they want.
Yep.
Because I don't think Mineski I don't think Mineski are going to be able to take team fights without that global.
I mean, ideally you start the fight off with the Berserker's Call and then you global, right? But have we even seen the call like on heroes? After
I
the
think
blink?
he did get 1 kill. I think he got like 1 kill with it. That's about it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be only a call. It could also be like an Ember Spirit chasing someone down.
Sure.
But we haven't really seen that either.
Yeah, it just TNC just moving on the map a lot better. They're just pretty much dodging everything that Mineski's throwing at them. Ninja Boogie's gonna pour it out. Okay, crush a little bit off.
The Dyer might want to
And now mid lane, speaking of him not hitting calls, can he hit one here? No, it's too fast.
Once again, TNC just playing a lot more efficiently, just farming every single lane and keeping these lanes pushed as far as possible so that there's just no objective for Mineski to take.
Yep. Oh, we have a Blade Mail go coming out from Ember. This used to be the norm, but I think people have figured out that just getting a blink is just better. But I guess a Tinker, it's not so bad.
I think there's also the fact that he's against a Slargar and a Weaver. I guess he really wants a little bit more armor, and I think people still end up picking up Blade Mail, but it's you usually see it paired up with like more of the talents, like reduction wise and cooldown reduction and Octarine.
Right.
When you pick it up.
Well, Miracle is getting pretty decently big now. Not too far off here from the Manta style. I think if they want to play this as a farm game, Mineski can actually go pretty late. Provided that they have, they don't lose their outer towers, they don't get picked off randomly. Can Ara find him? And now gets his blink cancelled.
He was close. Alright, TNC continuing the pressure these towers. Only 2 more remaining.
Berserker's Call is going to find him. Global is going to get used as well. They're going to try to burst him down. Remnant, triple Remnant in, and it's going to be enough barely. Here comes a 2-man stun and the wall. Crystal Maiden dropping that ultimate. So much damage just from Rior. Somebody cancel that CMO for the love of God. Miracle's gonna get chased down. Sam H is going hard for the kill here. Miracle trying to juke, but that rocket coming back in. They lose 1, they lose 2, they lose 3, and my God, Tim's making it happen. Ninja Buki will survive. I think, no, they find him too, and that is a full team wipe. TNC will pour it out on Cuckoo. Sam H getting hit by the tower a little bit, but is gonna be fine as well. They did get Raven, but they committed so hard, and the wall combo with Rior's freezing field. And of course, Tim's.
That was just a beautiful vacuum crush into a big freezing field. Just excellent coordination from TNC, and this is why people banned that Darkseer and Earth Spirit from when they play against TNC. It's like you can see why this is their strength.
Yep. And very similar to what happened last game, as soon as TNC picks up the blink on the Slaughter, just win fights, every single fight. Well, we'll see if that's going to be a continued trend here. TNC now working towards Roche.
It's going to get even harder now that Sam H picked up his Blink Dagger as well. These combos are going to be happening more frequently.
Yep. Well, they're going to try to fight this, and Jules is going to get rocketed to death. Oh, Jules just runs forward into a straight-up death. Maybe the 2 rocket flying in his face should have given him that info that they could see him.
Alright, Raven has that Aegis of the Immortal now. And Cuckoo is only about 2.3k from that Scepter, and I think once you finish the Scepter, it's like really hard to defend against that push. It's like like you say the Tinker normally is played as a very defensive hero, but he's actually used like really often for these high ground pushes, just marching to push the other team back.
Yeah, there's almost just no coming back. If the Tinker gets to lay multiple marches on your high ground and you can't like catch him, because you just can't fight under that march. Just too much DPS.
Looks like Mineski are gathering to defend this.
I think the best shot.
Cuckoo's offensively.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I think the best shot is to do some kind of wraparound play because they just can't run in from the front.
Oh, interesting. He actually doesn't go for that Scepter. Goes for Dagon first.
Okay. Well, I mean, the way that we're kind of saying is that his March is really his big toolkit for pushing. So if he wants to go snipe people, the Dagon is going to be increasing his damage output by quite a bit.
Contest finished on Luna. I don't think this is enough.
I like how little respect he's giving to Jules. Like, normally you see a silencer to this, like, you get something to actually get rid of that silence, right? But it's like, nah, I'm okay. Alright, they
saw that Ember Spirit.
Yeah, they're gonna amp him up. Well, Aura got the call, but Jay says I'm out. And all of a sudden, Actions got left for dead. That's super unfortunate for him. That's some friendship trust thing that's Not working out.
Dire's bottom tower.
And while that happened, look at Raven. He's just doesn't even care if everyone's here.
Yeah. He's got Aegis.
Just farms in front of all of them. Like, what are you gonna do about it?
He's got Deso right about now. Okay, well,
Try. Yeah.
Miracle is gonna have his Manta. Yeah, I don't know what Mineski could do at this point. They are so far behind.
I think their high ground is not too bad. They just keep farming like this, try not to die, and just hope that they can take a very good high ground fight with the silencer ult, and maybe like call either Weaver or Darkseer, and then drop global, kill off one of them, and then go back and heal, and hopefully that should be more than enough to fend off TNC from pushing.
Well, I mean, the problem is we saw that last time, right? We saw them to go hard on Raven, which I don't think is possible right now because he has Aegis.
Yeah,
And even
like,
though
it
you
did
kill
him.
one, yeah, the rest of the team just wrecks you with their combo. I almost have to say, like, the Darkseer is probably the one you want to kill, but then Sam H is always like in the trees and hiding away.
Yeah, unfortunately for them too, like Darkseer has the Blink Dagger now too, so it's not exactly easy to catch him out,
Yeah.
if ever. If he just sits back and waits, it's like there's like no way you can catch him out. Weaver's just gonna hit in the front while everyone sits behind him.
And the global is not something you could guarantee because he's got Greaves as well. Alright, Raven with Deso and a double damage. There we go, the march is being laid out. And that's gonna make this event so much harder.
Look how much damage that does.
Look at Cuckoo. Alright, Blink Crush not gonna hit this time. Ninja Boogie looking for a lift in return. Raven slowly chipping away this tower. It's taking a lot of damage. Greaves will come out. He still has Aegis, although I think it might be running out relatively soon. It's gonna time lapse.
He's just gonna time lapse now.
It is a pretty long cooldown ultimate.
That is a lot of damage that they just dealt to this tier 3 though.
Yeah.
It's almost down.
And Miracle still split pushing a little bit, working towards his BKB.
It's actually farming really fast.
Yeah.
Could have sworn he just only finished his Manta.
I mean, despite the fact
BKB already.
that the team is losing by so much, he's being able to keep up with the lead farmers on the side of TNC. So that alone is impressive. But I don't think that is enough.
Yeah, it's not enough. This Ember has to be on par as well.
Yeah.
Because otherwise there's just not going to be enough damage, I think.
Ember's gotten a Yules. For what? To catch a Tinker?
Not exactly. You can definitely use it for that, but I think I mentioned it yesterday. It's just overall a very solid item. Solid defensive and offensive item for the Ember Spirit, because you do need the mana.
Okay.
And there's quite a bit that he needs to get rid of. Corrosive Haze being one of them. Also Frostbite is another one of them. So being able to remove those just to save himself, probably worth it. And it's like a really cheap item as well. And they need to buy these cost-efficient items that are affordable now in case they have to defend.
So you're saying if an Ember Spirit that's perhaps doing a little bit better would probably just go for bigger items, but in the current scenario, it's a decent choice.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, ideally, if you want a defensive item, it's probably more damage overall, just to pick up something like Manta, or, you know, buying Octarine would be nice too, but he's not even close to that.
By the way, I'm not sure whether you know, but there is a Crystal Maiden Blink, and I think they're looking to set up a combo. Blink, stun. Okay, the call is going to be there. Where's the vac? Vac! But the global is going to be on
that
top,
vac.
though. Now TNC needs to retreat. RR taking a ton of damage, and that no wall coming out, and it looks like they are going to lose that team fight. That laser, though, doing a ton of work. Meanwhile, Raven in the backline kills off Miracle, and so does kills off Ninja Boogie. I say they need to back off, but suddenly it's going to be Mineski. Okay, nice dodge here by Jay. Running away, and TNC still has a favorable 3-for-2 trade. The bot lane is, well, the towers might as well be dead there. And TNC is going to strike there. Man, that laser
That
bounce.
was,
Oh,
yeah.
Jules gonna get caught out here by the Slaughter. He's gonna go invis, but look at this damage. Okay,
Oh,
the
the
last
high miss.
yo, the bugs is gonna be enough. The last right clicks. Oh, the Rocket's gonna do it, and now Raven is gonna go down to Blaymails. Is that what happened?
Did he just? I think so. Did he just kill himself with the bugs?
Yeah, I think so. And then the Rocket killed the Tinker. All right.
This is why you buy the blade mail, I guess.
Yeah. Base defended, I suppose.
That was definitely a base defended because the tower only had what 50 life left.
Yep.
Soldier's fortune.
That was like, at first it looked so good for TNC, and then the global came out at the perfect time. There was no follow up for the vacuum because Tim's opened that up with the stun. Oh, Reorg ends up going down to RR.
Yeah.
Solo kill.
We were caught a little bit sleeping behind the wheels, farming a creep wave. And all of a sudden, Mineski gets a couple kills in a row. Maybe they could push out the lanes and maybe get a tower or two. Don't call it a comeback, but Mineski definitely showing some signs of life right now.
Oh, they end up finding Tim's.
Tim's
Tim's is very dead here.
easy dunk. Yeah, okay. They're rolling. Tinker is pressuring the bottom lane, so somebody has to come back to defend, but that ain't gonna be Miracle. Miracle is gonna be sieging.
No, don't call it a comeback, but this is the start of it. If this keeps up, I mean, they're definitely gonna be able to fight their way back into this.
Okay, Miracle has BKB. Like, that's kind of a big item. And then he's working towards Butterfly. Prior showing himself up top. Ninja Boogie does not have Sakuchi at the moment, but does have a Blink, so can play that Initiator role. Well, not if he just dies here.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Raven is gonna go for the Manta next.
Yeah. For the global.
Yeah, it's like you said, you know, they were definitely not caring too much about it. Oh, triple remnant.
Yep.
Rio goes down again, but
Not triple, just
look
enough to get
down.
out, but Tim's comes in from the back line. That's gonna be 2 kills. Well, they got a CM, I guess. But that
But
ain't
more
worth
more importantly, Roshan is up. They're
Yeah.
gonna go check it, and it's gonna be another Aegis for TNC. Let's keep pinging it out to see if they come and defend. I think they want to defend this.
Weaver checking out high ground. He's seen right now. And Tim's again looking for the crush. I mean, Jay's still dead for 40, so
Well, they keep pinging it out, but I don't think there's really any way they can fight this.
yeah. I mean, they
Yeah,
do have
there's-
global, but
It's too late anyways. Raven gets another Aegis, and he has the Manta. I think they're ready to go siege. Jules does have that global, so at least they have the global for this team fight. But I think without global, how do you kill Raven twice?
I think you have to ignore Raven. You just have to go for the other people.
Ignoring Raven sounds impossible, honestly.
Or I guess, you know, just have him kill himself via Blaymail. Worked once, right?
Alright, here we go.
Oof. Both teams just dancing back and forth here, trying to get the first jump.
Damn, Tim's bought a Midas. I actually didn't even notice, and he's almost got his BKB already. This is a really farm support starter.
Yeah. We're starting to see, like, Jules' silencer is gonna have next to no impact, because we keep talking about the importance of global, but once these Mantas and BKBs and Greaves are out, silencer is just like glorified creep, you know?
Yeah, pretty much all of the most important heroes are gonna have a way to deal with this global.
Yep. I'm still surprised that Tinker doesn't have a Yules or something, but not like it's really harmed him. He's mostly just staying in the back. And
I actually saw Tinker build Guardian Greaves against
Silencer?
Ember Spirit.
Oh, against Ember.
It's not even Silencer, just Ember Spirit, because of the potential Searing Chains locking you down forever.
Alright, you can refresh it forever. Okay.
Yeah, it just kept purging off the Searing Chains. But for this game, I mean, it's I don't think it's gonna happen, but it is an idea.
Do you
for
think
next
that's
time?
better or
Consider.
worse than like Echo Shield?
Alright, here we go. They got the pipe as well.
All right.
Raven walks up.
Yeah.
Is he gonna pop Manta?
Yeah, he does. So has Aegis. Oh, Berserker's Call is gonna find him. Global Silence gonna be on top here. They're doing a lot of damage to Raven, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough. In fact, it's gonna be RR jumping backwards, and he time lapses, so he's back to full. That's all they've got. Raven still somewhat locked down here. Okay, steals Sakuchi. Raven down to about half HP. He's silenced, but he's just turning around right-clicking. Are they going to try to burn him down? They are. Blink Dunk, that's going to be the kill. And now Jay jumps back in. He needs to jump back out. The Rax is in a lot of trouble. Mineski popping the BKB, but Miracle getting straight up bash. He pops a Shrine, pops his ultimate, pops a Manta, going to work, but just gets right-clicked down by Raven. How do you kill him twice is the question, and I don't know if Mineski has the answer to that question. Tim's blinks back in, but Crystal Maiden blinks in as well. Crystal Maiden does have the ultimate, will let it rip, and that's a lot of damage output. Ninja Bugyo also will channel the Crystal Maiden
double
ultimate,
kill.
but it's not going to
Never
be
goes
enough.
down as well.
Yeah,
That's
Kuku's
GG.
dominating. That's going to be GG. Easy 2-0 sweep by TNC.
TNC just too strong. You don't ban out the darks here, you get Lone Druid. You don't ban out the darks here, you get darks here.
You always
Life is hard.
You always get slaughtered, apparently.
You only got 2 bans. Which one of the 4 heroes, let's say, do you get rid of?
I mean, you know, as much as you focus on the Lone Druid and this game, the Darkseer, I think in the last game, what really did it for them was the Silencer pick, right? The last pick Silencer really surprised Mineski.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I feel like TNC just draft to win the lanes, and Mineski seemed to just draft over for like an over